What do you make of Raquel and her skill set? I mean, she has those hands that everyone's aware of, but she can also use the submission game pretty well as well. So what do you size up when you look at Raquel as an opponent?
I think she's actually very well-rounded, and I think Raquel is really underestimated by the general population. I think the general public, people look at her and like, but I've had the opportunity to train with her. I've coached her on The Ultimate Fighter. She was one of the first girls that was like, I want to train with the guys. Like, she trains very hard. She's very durable. She's hard to put away. She's got good boxing. She's got ground skills too. She's finishing people on there. So I know that I'm getting myself into like a very, difficult fight. But I'm excited because I feel like that says a lot that the UFC would offer me someone of her caliber, someone that's on a win streak. Especially I know I'm coming off of a loss, but I feel like that was. I don't want to say a fluke because I don't want to take away from Amanda. She did a great fight, but for me, that was just not a normal performance for myself. I got caught early in the fight. Don't want to overthink it, and I don't want to, beat myself over it too much. I just want to prove that isn't me. That I have a lot more to offer than that. So I think Raquel is the perfect fight for that because she's tenacious, she works hard, and she has a very well-rounded skill set. So I think to beat someone on her caliber, on a hot win streak, up and coming, will say a lot.
How important has it been to you to get right back in here and to prove to the fans and to yourself that you are still a viable contender in this division?
I think beating Raquel is going to say that in itself. I want to go out there and I want to have the most impressive performance of my career. So I think that I had the camp to do that, and I think coming off a loss, I'm extremely motivated. I'm very, very I was frustrated with that performance, and it's just like I just want to get it as far away from me as possible. So UFC 205 is where it's at. That's where I have a chance to kind of step back into that role that I feel like I worked so hard for.
Just last one. What's the feeling like for you to be in Madison Square Garden, to fight on this card? It's such a historical event.
It's just an amazing feeling. It's hard to put words towards. This is something that I wasn't sure how long it was going to take, or if I would see this in the amount of career time, that I have left, because it just seemed like it was taking forever. I was talking about this 3-4 years ago that I wanted to fight here in Madison Square Garden. It was just crawling by, and I was like, how long is it going to take, And I had been very vocal that I wanted to fight here in Madison Square Garden. I've got to fight in some of the coolest. I got to fight at the Saitama Arena. I've got to fight on some of the biggest fight cards, some of the most historical venues, and it just feels right, that this is part of that moment in my career that I'm going to look back on and be like, wow, I got to fight at Madison Square Garden, the first ever UFC event in history, and it just seems like it all makes sense.
Thank you.